Well, shooters and reloaders and casters out there, this is Fortune Cookie 45LC coming to you from the Hot Lead Zone. And I was amazed the other day that Mark at the range gave me 250 empty shotgun hulls. I went ahead and resized and deprimed and reprimed all of them now, but the amazing thing was he gave me the empty hulls in used fishnet stockings. Now, I don't know about you, but he's got to be a lucky man to have a wife that'll wear those for him, because I can't get my lovely wife Jan to wear fishnets even when we're doing Argentine tango, and it's appropriate then. But since Valentine's Day is upon us, if you don't have any ideas for gifts, you might consider fishnet stockings. They're really neat. I think we're all suckers for fishnet stockings ever since we saw Angie Dickinson wearing them in the movie Rio Bravo. Now, I just had to do this video for PR3 ban. That's PR3 ban because what just happened to him strikes real close to home. Turns out that PR3 ban ran into a shooting friend or buddy or acquaintance who wanted to sell a Ruger Super Blackhawk, but it's not an ordinary one. It's very similar to this one. And what this one is a Ruger Super Blackhawk from the year 1972. And that means it's a 3-screw model of Super Blackhawk. These were made before 1973, when the transfer bar and the new Ruger system came in to make it the new model. So this is an old model Super Blackhawk, but PR3 ban didn't refer to it as that, so I don't know if he knew exactly what he was getting, but what he mentioned was that the gun had rubber grips, had some wear on the bluing, and also near the muzzle, and he could see the firing pin protruding into the space here when the hammer was down. Well, that's what makes it the old model, just like this one here. This happens to be a 1971 model, but that's basically the same time frame. What makes these extra nice is that the bluing that Ruger did on the Super Blackhawk is the best bluing they've ever done. Very deep blue, well polished metal, as you can see from the top of that top strap there. Very well polished. Give you a close-up of that. See what I mean about the well polished metal? That was the way the Ruger Super Blackhawks were done before 1973, and ever since then the bluing has not been as good. Still very functional, mind you, and there's that little bit of wear of the bluing on the muzzle, same as the gun that PR3 ban just got. Now, we won't go into this at length because we talked about it before, but basically you open the loading gate and nothing happens. Unlike the new model, you start to spin the cylinder right away. But with the old model, you gotta give it the old Colt system of 2 clicks, and then that lets the cylinder be free to turn. And you have the reverse pull and the recessed chambers. That's the way it was before 73. Now, old model Super Blackhawks have the same good sights that you see on all Ruger Blackhawks and Super Blackhawks today. But the trigger pull on the Super Blackhawk old models are among the very best that were ever put on Ruger single action pistols. Being an old model, you cannot carry this with 6 rounds in the cylinder. You gotta have an empty chamber underneath the hammer. But that is a small price to pay for a piece of history and a collectible item that you will not be able to have much opportunity to get a hold of. You'll be able to shoot this revolver all you want, and it will hold its value, and it will maintain its durability and goodness into the generations. So shooters and reloaders out there, if you get a chance, like PR3 Band got, to get a old model Super Blackhawk or Blackhawk revolver, those are not being produced anymore. There's only a limited number of them, and they are valued for the Ruger collectors. And if I ran into another Super Blackhawk old model like this one, I would buy it without giving it much second thought at all. And that goes for the old model Blackhawks also. So PR3 Band, you got a great deal there, especially since the asking price was less than $500 out the door. So you get a deal like that, shooters and reloaders out there, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, just go ahead and make the investment. Bye for now.